Hello and welcome to The Breakdown. Well, today we're going to talk about something that I'm not sure either of you are comfortable talking about, men's makeup. Tom Ford is...
That was going to be worse than that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, Tom Ford's going to be launching a makeup line. It's going to be available in stores in October, and specifically for men.
Really?
Moisturizer, concealer, eye treatment, mud mask, and bronzer. So,
Okay.
Not
would
for
you do
me.
it? Not for you.
No, out.
How come?
Just, I don't know. I don't wear makeup. I don't even wear makeup for Breakdown. For TV. I don't know. It's a time-consuming thing, and unless you got maybe a bad zit or something, not going to happen.
But you know what? That's actually part of the premise of the makeup line. He says that if you have a flaw, men sometimes secretly will grab their girlfriend's or wife's concealer and dab their finger in and put it on the zit. So now it's just going to be a little more... Secretly. Now it's just going to be a little more out in the open.
I could see that. I mean, I can see there's a market for it for sure, for men, and I could see it's the same with men getting more and more plastic surgery and that kind of thing. I mean, there's certainly a market for it. I think the guy's going to make money, but I'm just saying, for me, I'm not interested.
Yeah, it seems, I think that from a guy's perspective, we tend to think that girls use makeup to look prettier. And so guys that don't want to look prettier aren't necessarily going to want to use makeup.
It's that pretty boy image, maybe.
Yeah, and
But what about Adam? Is it Adam Lambert with the
Adam Lambert,
black heavy eyeliner? Is he pretty?
No comment.
Well, I think it's
on
more
that.
of a statement. I think
well,
it's more
and
of a statement
but I mean,
with him.
it is a statement. But I mean, and again, I can see that there's definitely a market for it. I think it's a good idea, business-wise. And we're on TV. I mean, I wear makeup not during the summer usually. Because
you're tanned.
A tan covers a multitude of sins, but in the winter, especially, we'll put on some color and stuff. And I remember the first times that I did it. It was kind of like, wow, I got to put makeup on, and now it's just part of it. It's like what. But I mean, the excuse is, I can always say, well, I get to drive a race car. I'm putting on makeup, but I'm riding a mechanical bull in a race car. And
Does this mean that the women from now on will have to wait while the men do up their face?
Oh, because now we're going to get into the time-consuming
that's
part
something
of this.
that bothers me. Waiting. Like, we're going to go shopping. Oh, I got to put my face on. Half an hour later. Thank God they invented the internet, right, or something like. I mean, really.
Yeah,
it's
funny.
a time-consuming thing for you guys.
Well, and when you brought that up, I actually paused a little bit and thought about how many hours it takes for me to get ready, and it's definitely more Monday to Friday when I know I'm working, but it's significant. I say it takes about a half hour for me to look as natural as I do.
All we got to do is shave.
Yeah, but
half the time we don't even do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think this says something about how manscaping perhaps is taking another step forward? Because once upon a time, guys wouldn't even color their hair.
oh yeah, no, I think for sure. I mean, a couple of years ago we did a story on, as a barbershop was opening up and they were offering straight razor things, and it was like it was a big city kind of thing that was kind of coming in, and a lot of people were coming, because it just seemed like, oh, you'd have special moisturizer and get your face shaved and it'd be all fancy. And I was like, the Cowboys did it. It's all right.
Yeah, and maybe men will start getting the injections in the face and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm sure some do. I don't know that it's.
But I think it's more acceptable for women.
Well, of course. I mean, we were talking about it. Guys. You look at Patrick Stewart. I mean, he's what, 75 years old. I mean, and you look at him and he looks great, right? There's not many 75-year-old women that could land a 25-year-old guy on their, without.
What you're trying to say is men age gracefully?
I think so. Yeah. Tend to, and our perception of it is that, right?
Well, I'm going to fight it every step of the way. And one day you guys can laugh at me when I look like Goldie Hawn or Meryl Streep from Death Becomes Her.